Hey guys, this is Kidrob speaking, and today Dicky McSpeck is coming off a terrible second place finish from the last tour, which was much more a disappointment than his position would indicate. It was a seal clubbing tour where indeed we didn't club any seals at all. But today we are supposed to do it much better. There's this Tour de Bretagne coming up, and then, the next time around, I think we will have to race this little race, which is right at the end of the Tour de Bretagne, and this one and these two. So there's a lot more to do and lots of races coming up. Looking forward to that, but first of all, we will have to take on this beast of a tour. It's the largest one we have ridden so far, 7 stages. It's only half a star objective for the team, but we should be able to score a little bit for the Continental Cup and make us a little bit more interesting to sponsors and new teams. And, well, new team season, a new contract season is coming up soon, so we better get into that. So let's take a quick look at the results here and see how McSpeck is doing overall. So we go into standings and we go into Continental, and McSpeck is leading the whole thing. Well, I think that is a pretty good thing to do. And this is our arch enemy this season, isn't he? We have run into him quite often. He's a sprint. Did he just have a level up? Because this is kind of insane. Wow. Okay, well, maybe we will encounter him again in the Tour de Bretagne, but let's get going with that one. I'll simulate there and see you then. Alright, let's take a quick look at the tour. We are right here before we are starting. Our team members are mostly completely wasted and have been on holidays too much, doing like McSpeck was with too much currywurst. But the first stage looking good, second stage hilly, third stage slightly hilly. And then, ooh, this one is interesting. Quite a few inclines there right at the end. Maybe we can get some time if they are not too big punches in the peloton. This one nice and hilly at the end, and this one wavy, and this one is a little hilly as well. So it's not purely flat all the way through, which is excellent, but every stage counts as flat, so the sprinters will be on their guard, but not necessarily the punchers, which we might be able to use. And Mr. Eaton is really shit, so we don't really care what he can do and not. We are in good shape, and Eric Young is a decent sprinter, and we might be able to use him if he's actually our teammate and not a second leader. Alright, so let's get into the first stage. Oh, nice! Look at that! A +3 to start out the tour. We better use that well. It's a pancake flat finish, and there are just a few little wavy things in between, so we shall rubber band really nicely. But in the front, yes, we still know how to ride the game, and thus we take a position at the front because there's so much wind today. Better be safe than sorry. And I'll catch you before the end, I guess, if nothing strange happens. And there are just 20 kilometers left to the line. I make a mental note to myself, which I probably will forget to, not forget to pop my Speck bar. But the run-in looks pretty simple, apart from the rain, which is just starting right now. And I'll try to find a good rear wheel very soon. Why not do that now? Can we follow anyone already? Yes, we can. So let's look for a wheel. I think we found one. This guy down here up in front looks pretty decent. Lots of acceleration, decent flat, and he looks a bit like McSpeck, to be honest. Really good. So we'll try to follow him for a bit. Alright, the mental note was a success, and I shall pop my Speck bar in a few hundred meters. Now, Let's go with that. Now, how is he positioned? Pretty well, but I'm definitely not at his rear wheel, so I don't really know how to do this, but my positioning is good. I get a little closer to the action and see what I can do. We have 5 kilometers left, and the wheel we want to catch is where? Over there. Alright. There we go. And he has his own sprint train, so this might be the perfect setup for us. Look at that. That's a quality lead-out train. So I just hope that this lead-out here is not much worse. So we have 1.6 kilometers left. Mekspek is riding hard. And let's see, this one should be just at 99, so that we don't drop back when it is time to lose him. Mekspek. Final kilometer, we still have a really good wheel. He starts moving, and this is just 600 meters from the line, so we need to start our sprint now. Mekspek, accelerate. No, he can't. He can't. He was really fast. Oh, look, Cockburn won. The Cockburn. No, he didn't. Oh, he was one round behind everyone else. Mekspek started his sprint a little late, but also didn't get up to final speed. This guy was really strong, though. I mean, Mekspek couldn't accelerate from there. So we may want to look into some 10-kilometer before the finish line attacks, but yeah, for that the peloton needs to be riding a little bit slower than this.
Life easy.
Ah, nice. Another +1 today, and it's a reasonably long stage, and we certainly do need a little bit of help for this finish. Just look at how rolling it is. That should in general be pretty good for us, but there are plenty of decent people in here in the peloton who know how to ride hills as well.
Oh boy, they're attacking a long way from home.
The pace has been pretty hot, and that means we are almost catching the escapees already 35 kilometers away from the finish line. And with these hills coming up, I'm pretty happy that we still have so much of our resistance bar, and Mekspek is doing well across these hills. So far, at least. Yeah. I don't know if the pace will drop enough for us to place an attack, but I certainly will look out for it. Not 30 kilometers away from the finish line, I can tell you, but a little later. Maybe the second to last hill? That could be a place to attack, if Mekspek still has some power in him then. Whoa, there was a crash right there.
Apparently, the leader is on the ground.
Yes, and we just about dodged it. That was really close.
Ooh,
alright, but 17 kilometers away from the finish line. The tempo is reasonably high, but if we stay with them, I think we should be able to get into a good position for an attack there, potentially. Oh, they are riding so hard that I can't keep up with 75. So I doubt this will be enough for an attack. Alright, now the tempo is a little low. And I think they don't have a proper sprint train set up there. So let me try to just accelerate and see if I can make something happen. Oop, he is riding really fast now though. Should we try? Maybe? No. Abort. And take his wheel. Take his wheel, box yourself in there. Yes. And now we have... Oh yeah, we can take his rear wheel. Ah, come on, Mekspek. Oh, what is going on? 6 kilometers away. Let's pop our spec bar. Ah, there's a little group forming here. Who's this guy? He's a decent sprinter, so let's zoom in a little bit and see what the situation is. I think if we follow him, it might be a little
We're
too...
into the last 5 kilometers.
Do we have his rear wheel? Seems like it. Yes, we do. Indeed, we do. And he... Oh, no. No, we are at his rear wheel, not you in the yellow. And now our spec bar is already active, 3.3 kilometers away from the finish. That was activating early. So let's change this one again to 99, go by yourself. And this one is still active, yes. Now we need to make sure that we stay at his rear wheel, while Mr. Yellow Jersey sure can... Whoa, he's not reacting. Let's keep calm, because that is a little early. 1.6 kilometers. Let's see. Yeah, he's... Ooh, shit. Mexpec, can you take this? I don't know. He is a little slow. Why is he not sprinting is the question. Maybe he is now. Accelerate, Mexpec. And this whole bunch here is much too... Mexpec, what are you doing?
Yes,
that was not a sprint. That was not a sprint, Mexpec. What the hell was going on? Did I somehow mess up the controls once again? Or something? That was pathetic. That was exactly pathetic. 10th position. Well, that is not only pathetic, that is completely shit. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's like somehow this game needs a sprint tutorial or something, because this is not how it's supposed to work, I guess. So now I will try something completely different if we're not completely fucked up with the race day condition, and that is I won't take any rear wheel, but just instead I will ride at like 85 and point effort and try to cram myself in there at a reasonable position and then just take it on my own and just ignore everyone else. Well, and just catch any rear wheel I can without actually using the controls for it. So, because you never know what they're doing. If they just decide, no, I'm going to follow this this noob who's just coming from high school, who has 0 sprinter capabilities, because that seems like a perfectly valid choice to do before a mass sprint of a professional bike race. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, we do have a -1, but looking at the stats, it's not too bad. Flat and hill is not affected, and stamina is just -1. Although this is a 190 kilometer stage with a little hill there to finish. About, what would that be? Like 9 kilometers away from the finish line?
Just trying to force his teammates away from the bunch.
And here we are, 25 kilometers away from the finish line, and they are still riding pretty hard. 150 in heart rate, but again, Mexpec isn't in his best shape today. We are now moving into a little hill, which is a carbon copy of the one which we are going into next as well. So we can study the profile a little bit. We are at 3.9% gradient. And it goes up to 5.0 here in the corner, towards the corner, and then flattens out, stays around 4, and then goes down to 3-ish. Alright, and then it's flat. Cool. In case they are riding really slowly for any non-specific reason, we will have a chance to attack, but right now it doesn't look like they will ever do that. Although right now it looks like they are going to do that. But that is an early attack, so, or would be an early attack. We could try to accelerate a little and just see what comes out of it, but it is a little bit of a stretch, and there is no one in front either. Yeah, we would be able to get away. Should we try? Should we try? It's too long. I would say it's too long. We have a -1 resistance. And this guy up front here, let's see how much we get away. Are they following? No, they're not really following, so let's go with that.
There are just 15
17,
kilometers left.
21, 25 seconds. We have a good attack. 38 seconds, maybe we can keep it up. 40, 41. That would be the finish there. And now we need to continue riding at like 85 or something and hope the resistance bar does last. Let's see how well we do here. McSpeck is still 45 seconds ahead. And he does have his resistance up. They are riding super hard now, as you can see in the peloton. And I doubt they will be able to ride the much more than the speed that McSpeck can right now. Because at 85 we know he's a beast. And his spec bar is active now. This is the hill. This was the steepest part. And we still have 41 seconds. That is great. There they are. 38, 37, now they are closing in a little, but we do have, I think we do have enough. Let's see how quickly our 5 kilometers left to the line. That will be really close. 36 seconds to go. Expect, come on. I know it's a little bit uphill, you don't like that. 28, I think that will be a bit too close. And what I didn't look at was the wind. 2.5 kilometers, still 25 seconds. Don't look behind you. No, there they are. No, they're coming. Final kilometer. Sprint, McSpeck, sprint.
Yes, there goes the sprint.
No. Oh, shit. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Fourth place. Fourth place. Well, it was worth it for the drama, at least, I would say. Much better than the last stage. But that took a little bit of power out of us too. It was hard riding there. Anyway, pretty successful. Reasonably successful. Still fourth. Come on, McSpeck. -2. What is this about? And we do need the hill today, so look at that. What I was planning on was attacking right before the top of the last hill so that we can attack towards the finish line on the downhill. That would be a really good run in there. But with this race day condition, I am not so sure about this anymore. Alright, now we are into the final stretches with these 3 repeating hills. And this is all of the stage, as you can see here. I'm all the way to the right. McSpeck is holding on and indeed getting back to the front, even at 60. Or is he? No, he's just holding on. But now we do need to move up to the front because the first hill is coming. And we don't want to have this position when we are getting into it. And, well, that happened. Anyway, I think we should be... Are they moving that hard? 70? Really? Okay, in the next downhill section I will see to that I'm getting back quickly. Oh, they are really riding hard here. At 80 we're just about hanging on to the middle-ish front of the peloton. But yeah, now comes another steep section, and I do want to remain here in front because they are riding very quickly down this hill too, and we need to be all the way up front at the final start of the hill. Let's see how well the resistance bar of McSpeck holds up. This should be reasonably easy downhill now, at least. And I think what we want to do is pop our spec bar now, because we don't want to have it on the downhill section into the finish, but rather on the incline still. Let's see, we are almost there, 144. So let's move into position so that we can get into the hill among the first. This is just around the corner here. That is a really good position, McSpeck. That was perfect. And now
The
let's ride
sprinters
it.
are positioning themselves up front. It'll probably be a
Oh,
mass
those
sprint
are
finish.
mountain guys. Alright. As to be expected. Let's ride this at 85, like as quick as we can. Wow, they are moving. Let's see if we can place an attack once we are on top. Now the spec bar has activated. That's excellent. Maybe it lasts all the way to the top. I'm not so sure. Let's see, we're almost there. And they're moving super hard. I don't know if we can get this. This mountain guy here is really pulling. If we go to 88, are we already losing a little bit of sprint capability there? I think so. And this guy, wow, he is still at the front, even though he has only hill 66. He must be doing really well today. And let's see if McSpeck actually can accelerate a little bit. No, not really. He really can't. So, let's see how it turns out. Nope, let's follow him. Uh-oh. We have this guy now at our rear wheel. And I do want to break this apart. So what I'm going to do is ride at 80 and just pull out here. And pull in here. And now catch his wheel, if we can. 2 kilometers away from the line.
The riders are setting themselves up.
McSpeck is already sprinting really hard. I don't like that. There is the finish coming up. 1 kilometer. We do need to sprint. McSpeck, accelerate! No, how is this guy so fast? He won again! And we are in 3rd place. But this was a really tough finish. So maybe 3rd place wasn't too bad, considering our -2 race day condition. I mean, we burned more than half of our green bar, so our overall speed was not the highest. And the -1 to hill definitely didn't help, and -3 to stamina didn't help. Excuses. Yes, I know. I don't know if we could have won that. I don't know. Oh, wow, look at that. Today we are the very favorite to win. I don't know why. Maybe they know something about the race day condition I am not aware of. If we have a +5, then certainly that would be the case. But, like, look at his stats. He is a better hill rider than we are, and this is reasonably hilly. And maybe they just know we are pretty smart about riding exactly this type of terrain here. And then the finish doesn't matter as much. But I think we do have a good chance on this kind of profile.
The profile of this race is quite flat. Expect a fast pace from the peloton. To top it all, the weather conditions are atrocious.
Like, beautiful sunshine, and they're like, oh, on top of that, the weather conditions are atrocious. Yes, of course they are. Anyway, we have a -1, which really makes me wonder what the hell is going on with these predictions of the winner. But -1 isn't too bad. We have not lost anything in hill and only a -1 to stamina. It's not a super long stage, but look at this finish. It is really challenging. The final, like, 10 kilometers are... Is this like 10 kilometers long? Maybe 8-9 kilometers? 2 really sharp little inclines. That may be good ground to get away from everyone else. But I wouldn't hold my breath. First off, we have to... Wow. Look at these inclines. That will be a good place to be positioned well and then rubber band a little. Alright, let's get going. And now comes the first really peaky hill you can see here. We are very well positioned. And we should be able to spare ourselves across it. Let's see how it goes. And of course, Cockburn is leading the chase. They're almost breaking off there, it seems. Yeah, oh yeah, they are breaking off. But we don't really care. They're waiting for us. And yeah, there we go. We got over it really easily. And here comes the next little hill, and we do want to get into position right before, so let's hold this position up front at 70. We do want to use the downhill to get there, and then just move into the uphill really harshly. Yes, we are right up front and won't be too terrible shape after we accelerate it. Can limit it to 60 again, and we should be good. Alright, so let's take a look at how this is actually going here. This is 1 kilometer before the finish line on this lap, and you can see the flat lead into the finish. Now we are going to take a look at a complete lap starting from the small hill and just analyze it a little bit. As you can see, none of my teammates have any resistance bar left, so this has been a really hard day for them. There's still plenty of riders in front of us though, so I expect pretty hard riding from the rest of the bunch. And now this was the tiny little hill, and now we're getting into 7% steepness here. 7.4, 7.5, okay, that is a nasty little incline. And then it flattens out, okay, so far so good. We need to hold on here, and then there is a little uphill section here, 5%, which we might be able to use to place an acceleration if the others are not looking. Ah, there they are, look at them. There's the bunch. Yeah, we should be able to catch them. It's not too far off, but there's quite a mountain in the way. Let's see, we are not riding that fast though. And we would be able to just jump there if we wanted to. Let's get a better position here, because they are riding really slowly. We almost caught them here in this incline. It might even be worth it to just jump over there to them, so that we have a good position.
A rider has just fallen.
Yeah. Could we do that?
The leader is on the ground.
That is, I don't think that is wise right now. Let's just stick to the front. We seem to have conserved our energy much better than the rest has though, so that is a good sign. Let's just keep our position up front, heal our resistance bar back up, and then make the jump next time around. We are doing really well. They seem to be all empty. Look at that. I don't know what they have been doing. Or maybe this really does favor us, our rider profile, MechSpec's rider profile. Not so sure. There's still plenty of race left, 14 kilometers, but we would be able to easily catch them in the next slope, I think. So there we caught the big bunch of those riders. No, MechSpec! Oh, come on! We were in such good shape, and now MechSpec just takes the tumble. Fucking hell.
Fall in the pack. Apparently, the leader is on the ground.
That is such bullshit. Alright, then we do the following. We just ride it to the end with a pace of 55. And thus we have lots of time, but we almost would be able to get back there to them. But should we try? We are a lot. What? Oh, look at that. Yellow jersey is actually far behind. So no, we are going to ride at 85, 90 maybe, and just try to not be caught by those yellow jersey guys. And just go for it, because that is crazy. If we catch the main bunch again, which I doubt we will, but let's pop the spec bar. So then maybe that's why they were trying to sabotage MechSpec there as well. And now we are going as hard as we can, trying to get a few seconds on this other dude, and let's see if we can catch them. I want to get the same time as this bunch, if possible. And there we are, yes, okay, we caught up to them. Now we have to get through here in some way. That will be harder, I think. And we still have so much left that I think we can go with 95. Just ride hard, McSpeck, ride hard. Because the yellow jersey is 1 minute 20, no, 1 minute 40 behind. And now we just sprint. I mean, McSpeck, go for it. You want to be as far in the front as possible. And there he goes. Very nice. Okay, 6th position after the fall. That wasn't too shabby. Alright, McSpeck. Well played, well played. And we got 49 seconds on the first group, which we easily, I think we easily would have done, won this day. And this was accurate. We lost 2.5 minutes, more or less, for the fall. Or 2 minutes, around-ish. So, yeah, 1 minute and something a lead would have been possible here. Yay, a +1! That does bode well. There are some rolling hills in this stage, which we need to rubber band over. I really like this little section there in the middle. Very cool. So I hope McSpeck will have a similar advantage as in last stage. That was crazy how good he was at the end, while everyone else was dead, and he like easily took back the 2 minutes from his fall. So I hope he can repeat this today without falling. Alright, 2 hills coming up here in the middle of the stage. So far we have conserved a lot of energy. Looking all good. And now, rubber band, McSpeck, rubber band. Yes, you can do it. Perfect, perfect. And the second one, look at how the competition dies. And very well done, and without falling flat on your nose. So now we are in the final stages of the race. We do need to get back up to the front. So let's go 65 and see if we can get there. And this is just rolling terrain. Should be possible without too much pain. And yeah, I don't think there's a clear position where we would want to attack though. Although in the general standings we are 56 seconds behind. I don't know if we can make this up with an escape here. Although we are pretty strong today. Alright, just 10 kilometers left, so I think I'm going with 0.80, and we are just catching the last rider here.
While the pack is getting close to the finish line, everybody
and oh, we're even moving too fast at 0.80. Do we want to attack here then? No. Nah. They are too strong for that. Just keep the position in general. Should be good. 75. And then move along with the bunch. Let's take his back wheel for a moment. What is this dude doing? Is he riding away? 5 kilometers away from the finish. I don't think he will hold up that long though. Nope. Okay, now it's definitely time to get back moving at 85. Because they have just changed pace.
The riders are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
And I don't know what they're doing. They're just not reacting at all. It's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Go, McSpeck. I have no time for these children.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
Oh, maybe I do have time for these children, because they are really fast. Sprint, McSpeck, sprint, sprint, sprint. No, not again, not again. Ah! This is so close. No, second place. McSpeck.
The tail enders are still coming in.
It's just not your tour, is it? But good try. It was a good try.
Going to be a monotonous day when it
and as a final stage, we have a 0 with a +1 to sprint. Oh, that is kind of nice. Wow! And this terrain, this is perfect for McSpeck. Like these small hills, rubber banding across these, and just hanging back and chilling. That sounds like McSpeck territory. And let's put it to 60, and let's go riding.
With less
Again,
than
on
20
this wavy
kilometers to the
terrain,
line,
there's
the
some
breakaway
really
still
tough
holds
riding
momentum
going
in
on,
its
especially
lead.
with these
Things are far
stupid
from
hard
over.
crosswinds at places. And Max Speck at 75 has troubles hanging on. We just caught the best wheel in the field, or the most consistent one at least, right behind him. And entering the final hill. Oh no, it's not the final hill, second to last hill. And oh, he's going really, really hard. It's pretty amazing. Wow, he's going so hard that we actually have to sprint to hang on. That means there will be some sore legs at the back as well, and we should be able to heal up once again. 10.4 kilometers left to go. There is still a rider up front. He's riding right there. Is this? I thought it was Quintana or someone. No, it wasn't. He's just faking it. Valet really seems to be poised today to strike another win, but at his rear wheel we should be able to inch it out maybe, because we are doing well so far. Spec bar is activated now, and we are still riding super hard, very well positioned downstream here, downwind, and the car comes through. Just riding over everyone. And now I want just to make sure to, I don't want to lose sprint capability here, so I'm just going as hard as I can, and I hope I can keep his wheel. Why are they going away? Arrgh. Come on, Max Speck, accelerate. Yes. Zoom in again. And now 3 kilometers away from the finish line. Let's see if we can get into a better position once again. Like this. Oh, no. You're riding too fast, Max Speck. Ah, there he is. Alright. We are following him. And he is, again, not really sprinting, so I'm going to go with... Oh, this one I select, and cursor, and 92.
Watch out, a team leader is falling behind.
Sprint, maybe? Sprint, Max Speck. Go faster. Go faster. No.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, again, third. Hey. And we didn't have that much more bar left, so it wasn't too terrible. But I don't know how I am supposed to beat those guys. And today I had a little bit better positioning, apart from the last part, which I maybe messed up by not hanging onto his wheel directly. Also, I was boxed in by this guy. Nah, that was too bad. Pretty close. So overall, let's take a look at what came out of this tour. We have an overall 4th place with this competition going on. It wasn't... Yeah, well, we would have won the whole thing, most probably, if we didn't have had the fall, which cost us 2 minutes on a stage where we were 52 seconds behind or something like that. And then, let's see, we are 3rd place in the young rider category, and we came 3rd in the sprinter category, in the sprinter ranking. So overall, well, again, not too successful, but the way we lost was pretty exciting, and there were some good stages in here, even though we didn't win a single one, if I remember correctly. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.